What's up? What's up? So we are doing a show called Born to Be Famous. This is Jay Jai right here. If you have not heard him on my playlist yet, this is him there. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. Oh wait, what's up? What's up? I
What's
just had
good?
to make sure real quick. I'm actually streaming live in 3 different ways. I'm doing it
Uh-oh.
on YouTube. I'm doing it on Tell 'em Why You're Mad, and here on Fitness Herbalist Jolina. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
I
having me.
always yeah. So I do live shows all the time, and things happen to me all the time. And I literally was just stuck to the chair just now. So whew,
Okay,
now I'm
okay.
back.
Good to have you back. Good to have you back.
All right, so I haven't seen you in like I think it was like a whole year almost. It's been since I had you here last on
Yes.
the show to bring you back on. Like wow, like a lot of things I see have changed, happened.
Yeah, some things have happened. Last I spoke to you, it was pre-pandemic. As you know, 2020 was like that kind of a year. But
Yeah,
yeah, so a lot has changed.
true. Definitely, definitely. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn. Is the music too loud? Do you think?
Nah, not at all.
No? Okay, good, good, good. Alright, so we got this music going on in the background. I'm going to leave it on because that way you kind of get a feel for it. I think that his music, like we said last time, there's no categorizing it. It's just, it's really from his soul, and it's good stuff. So definitely check it out.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate
On
that. Thank
here,
you.
we're on Instagram, so it's easy to go ahead and follow him through Instagram. And then from there, he's got the link on his bio. Just go into the link, and he's on pretty much like all platforms.
Correct.
You can go ahead and tell them what platforms you're on.
So yeah, pretty much all platforms: Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, Deezer, Tidal, wherever you listen, I'm there. It's all good. Come check me out. Make sure you hit up my pages and follow me. Support, support, support.
Sure, sure. So, okay, so we have a year has gone by. I see a lot of music. What would be your top 3 songs and that you got going on that's out and the meaning of the songs?
My top three, like you said, there's a lot of music going on. Last time I spoke to you, I believe I was in my little rock phase. Dropped that project not too long after we had a little interview. Recently, the latest project I dropped, full length project, is Winter Heat, Summer Rain, which is my favorite project that's out right now. So I'm gonna choose 3 songs from that project, and I think I'm gonna go with the ones that stand out to me. Is Must Be, No Justice, and Rose.
True.
Um, I'll go with Must Be. That one right there, that song, it's kind of deep if you really listen to it. People might not get it
Mm-hmm.
from first listen, but wrote that all through the whole 2020, the whole George Floyd thing, everything that was going on, kind of inspired No Justice
True.
and Must Be. Must Be is a song containing about African American people, black folks in general. It touches on everything that we do, our culture, and how we pretty much change the world.
True.
And that's what it is. So the first line of that song is, "I must be God. Look how the world changed when I create." And I think that's a bold statement.
True. It's I mean definitely a deep song. I have this playlist that I listen to while I work out, and I also listen to it when like I'm driving or I'm cleaning, and I have your music on there, and I hear this song, and I definitely like each time. I mean, like I think that each time I listen to it, you kind of catch different words each time. So it's almost like a song you definitely have to like repeat it.
Yes, definitely repeat, listen to it. You might catch some things. A lot of my
Hmm.
songs are stories, so as the kind of storyteller that I am, you might catch some things, you might not, but there's a story in there, so you kind of gotta,
True.
listen.
I like how you say like okay, so because I'm not an artist, um, I like how you say like when you write things, you have this hope in a certain way that people see what you're trying to portray the words. And as a person who listens to it, I find that music is so amazing because you might have this one way written, but
Hmm.
this one way written can be taken in so many different ways that music helps everybody in so many different ways by healing because at that moment they'd be hearing it and they're like they put it up towards their moment of their life,
Yes,
and like your music is going to carry for like ever. Like I think that it's amazing
I
that
appreciate that.
you're capable of creating such great music. Like you guys definitely got to check him out. Like I wouldn't bring him back if I didn't like his music. You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying?
thank you. Really appreciate it. No,
No
like
problem. Problem.
it's a,
You do have this one song, "Trust No One," and that's your. I think that's the latest song out, right?
that's my latest single that's out. Yeah, and I actually have a remix pack dropping sometime soon for that song.
Okay.
Um, that song is kind of it's it started before pandemic. It was
Okay.
just something that was just kind of in my mind, in my head. It definitely was. It's definitely a story in that song. Um, it's not necessarily about any specific type of thing, but basically what it's saying is if you're trying to move forward in life and do what you got to do, don't take no one's word for it. Like don't trust no one. Just focus, dig in, and go for what you're trying to
True.
do. Um, other than that, it kind of spills over to the whole pandemic thing versus the whole vaccination thing. Yeah, don't trust no one kind of a thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
could be like
Definitely, definitely. I see what you're saying.
But
Um,
it's definitely it's a cool story. Um, there's a line in the song where I know a lot of young cats probably won't get, but it's my favorite line. Is smoke a blunt with my left hand while my right hand's watching. Um, as weird as that may sound, it's very simple. An old
uh-huh.
school saying back in the day is like I don't know if you're familiar with the saying, but your right hand man. Your right hand man is usually like the closest person to you, like your best
Um,
friend. Yeah, or for some people it's like their girlfriends or their husbands or whatever. So like
oh God.
I'm
True.
for I'm fortunate to have like two. So I have like my best friend and I have like another best friend. So I have a right hand and a left hand. So like no matter
True.
what, I'm always being watched and someone's always got my back.
True, true. Okay. I actually did not know that that was the meaning of that, and I had said something in one of my lives one time of wondering what that meant. So I guess it's cool that like I got the clarification of like what it actually means
Well, what did you think it meant?
because I mean like anybody could create their own imagination of what that means,
Well,
but
wait,
now
where
I
did your
know.
where did your imagination go?
So that's cool. That's cool. You guys will definitely, like to be able to understand what we're talking about. Like you're literally gonna have to listen to the song. If you go onto his bio, you can get into his link, and it's on there. I put it on all my stuff everywhere as Jolena Mendoza Workout Station, and basically it's a playlist that I have. so that way, like everything that I do, you know, like it's on there and people can listen to it. A way for people to subscribe. But definitely at this moment, as me telling you, and easy to link to him. Since we're having this interview, just it's easy to go to his direct link, and it's going to be right there. So it's called Trust No One, right? It's called
Yes,
Trust No One. You have
trust
to
me.
go and check this song out so you can see, like, you're going to have to play this back for a minute, see what he says, find it in the song, and then use your imagination, and then you'll know what he says, what it is.
Well, wait, you never shared with me what you what was your.
Well, we're still working on what it was.
Oh, okay. All right. Funny. But I definitely want to give you a shout out and tell you that I really appreciate you putting in work and doing what you're doing. Thanks for all the support that you're doing, and I see that you're still out here motivating and you're still doing your thing, and I'm very happy and proud of you for still doing your thing a year
Sure.
later. So you know, you're still motivating me, and hopefully, I'm still motivating you.
Definitely, definitely cool. Yes, I find all of this is definitely motivational, and the next question is towards as a motivational thing. So, I mean, like my question is, as okay for younger, because this is a show for motivation for young people, for myself too. I mean, I think everybody needs motivation. I think that there's not one person that can say that they don't need motivation. I don't think
True.
I've ever met anybody that said no. Um, but I feel that, you know, as an artist and you're out here putting your effort into this, and you have, I mean, like, imagine normal people go home after work and they just clean, they cook, they do whatever. Who knows what you do? I have no idea what you do. But he does all of that, and then on top of that, he works on a dream that he has, a vision, a talent that he has, because not everybody can sing. Like, I can't sing. Like, not everybody can sing. It doesn't work that way. Those are the talented people that can sing, and he takes this talent and he does something with it. And, like, as this younger generation that's out there, who's trying to figure out who they want to be, like, and they, let's say that they're an artist, what kind of motivation can you give them to say, like, how do you balance everything? How do you do that and this? Like, how does that all work? Like, how does it work for somebody that is just starting out and they said, hey, I want to do this, I have no money, but how do I do this? You know, how do I figure out, how do I start? What do I do? What, like, what's the first piece of thing they should buy?
Wow. Well, I'll start with me. As far as I go, it took it. It's I'm normal, just like everybody else. Get up, do my 9 to 5, and handle my business and do all those extra other things when I come home as well. But I record a lot at night, so I try to make time for myself. Um, yeah, I might be like butt tired in the morning, but at least I was able to, like, you know, do something for myself throughout my day. Um, Everything is kind of a plan. You definitely got to plan it out. You definitely got to have your mind working at all times. As far as like budgets and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, you gotta basically, like just everything else you do in life, you gotta set things aside and make it a point to make some time for yourself and make it a point to make some time for your dream, if that's what you truly dream. Other than that, it's kind of like if you are very passionate about it, it's going to happen. You're going to make it work. You're going to do it. If it's something that you're just kind of dabbling in because, you know, you wanted to see if it's something I could do, yeah, those are the people that usually just kind of drop off at some point and end up doing something else. But for the most part, man, it's you definitely just got to make some time for yourself
Mm-hmm.
and believe in what you're doing. And other than that, you know, you're straight. You're good.
True. Very true. Um, okay, so my next question is, I have I'm gonna put you on this Actually, there's this app that I want to put on, so I'm gonna put it on real quick, and it's to inspire people. This app is the coolest app. I've posted things on it on here, so I mean, like everybody has. If you've seen it, like you should definitely. If you're a dreamer, like he says, if you're passionate about something, definitely like give yourself that time, definitely to focus on it, and like he says, like uh plan it all out, plan
Yeah,
your days out, so that's definitely important to do. Okay, so my next question is on trust no one. I noticed this cool like scarf. I spoke to you a year ago, and you had said to me that the merchandise that you have, as to like what you wear and stuff like that in your covers, that people have asked you about merchandise, they're just yours for right now. You haven't said, like you haven't put it out there on the shelves for people like to grab some of the cool stuff that you like create here that I see. So what about like in 2021? Like, is that changed at all?
well, that was the goal for 2020. I don't know if you remember. I did say I had something coming. It was coming. I was working on stuff. So that was the goal for 2020. Like I said, a lot of stuff happened that year. So hopefully we'll get something out this year. Not quite sure when, but definitely going to get like shirts and all that kind of stuff up and going for everyone to kind
Mm-hmm.
of grab something, for those who want to grab something. But yeah,
True,
it's
true,
coming. It's coming. Definitely going to
true,
send you
true,
something.
true, true, true. I like the cover. I mean, you're actually wearing the mask right in there, and then like it's graphics on it, but it looks really cool.
The ski mask. Yeah, it's a dope little
Yeah,
cover.
it does. Okay, so I have the questions over here, so I can only remember half of them, and then now I'm gonna have to look at them. At least I give you guys some comedy too at the same time. Okay, so um, okay, so COVID. We spoke a little bit about COVID, but I haven't spoke all the way. So in COVID, for when COVID started till now, I think that when we first spoke, it was like COVID was just. I think it was just kind of starting. I don't think it was like a full effect. I think that it was just starting at that point. So
Yeah.
from that point to here, can you give me one positive and one negative thing that you have seen that has helped you in the career that you do want to get into even more as you are creating a lot more songs? I see from that point to this point. I see a lot of different songs and everything. What's a positive and a negative thing that COVID has done for you?
Well, the positive thing is definitely opened up my creativity. There was a lot of things going on in the world, so you couldn't help but to sit down and pay attention. Um, a lot of people lost a lot of loved ones and family members and friends. So it was a heavy time, very heavy time. Um, so it definitely
Yeah.
took me to a creative place. The cons was I um it was I was in a creative place, but I also was in a very dark, sad place. So it was
True.
some gloomy times. But other than that, very creative.
True. That's good. That's good. So now COVID has changed a couple rules and everything. Some people are wearing masks, some people are not. Some people are getting vaccines, some people are not. It's kind of a mix, but now there are live performances happening and things like that. Would you see yourself going out and performing live?
I definitely would like to see myself going out performing live. I definitely have a couple of like Zoom things set up for end of August, I believe. But yeah, I'm down to do some live shows. It's definitely good to get out there and expose myself to more people. No pun
Hmm.
intended. So yeah.
Definitely. Definitely, definitely. Okay, cool. So you're like Zoom live performances? Is that
You
what you're doing?
Yeah, basically. So it's like just Zoom performances.
Oh, okay, cool.
Kind of cool to work it out.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. I know that there is this I've heard a fan base. Have you heard of fan base?
I,
They're just
Go ahead.
have you heard of it? Fan
Uh,
base?
I think I might have heard of it, but I haven't dug into it.
Okay. Well, fan base is where I know like artists and different type of performances. I guess they get on there and they do shows and stuff like that. So I mean, like, there's so many different ways online and now to do that. But now open up with performing. Like, if you ever want to perform, I have a very cool spot for you to
Okay.
come out and perform. So that would be cool. If you ever do decide, when you're ready, definitely we can make that happen.
That's
So
down, down.
if you want, that would be definitely a future idea. I'm
Great.
just gonna say hi to the people that are on here. I try to wave at the same time. I don't know if you've been waving to them too or not, but I'm trying. Okay, so next question is: would you ever give up music?
I haven't given up music yet, so I'm gonna go out and say, no, I don't think so.
Sure.
Even if I wasn't performing music, I would always do something around music. I love to create music and write music, so being behind the scenes would be just as dope as being in in front. So
Right.
uh, I love music.
True. 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 I like that. Okay. Okay, my next question is just to help inspire those out there. How do you focus?
Hmm. Uh, I guess that's everyone goes through their moments. Everyone's up and down. Everyone's looking for creativity. Sometimes it hits you, sometimes it doesn't. Um,
Mm,
I think what makes me focus is the fact that I just kind of love to create. So even when I don't have an idea that I can pin out or record, just the process of making something, making a beat, making a sound, or making melodies and mixing it together is just as kind of fulfilling for me. Even though if it might not be a full song, it might just be an instrumental, or it might just be something that might sit for like a year and some change. Um, just the whole creating process kind of gets my juices going. So that
true.
kind of keeps me focused. Just that, just to be able to create.
True. That's cool. Uh, it's cool to hear everybody's different ways because there's so many people out there. And everybody I think is interesting to listen to, like every single person. And I think that our minds all think differently, and it's good to listen to one another, like especially if you're young. This is like a interview for you because he's been doing music for a while. He's been in this business. He's kind of learned. He's kind of also trained himself to get to certain points in his life to start like to realize all of this. So definitely like take notes because this is going to help you in the future. Just to let you know, So the next question I do have is okay. So talk about like the future. Um, as an older person looking down to somebody that's on here virtually as a virtual mentor, let's say, so to speak, what would be the best advice you'd give that person? That you could give that person, like, maybe you never see that person, but right now you have that opportunity because this cool thing called technology. So give them the best, like as you can give as a mentor. Give us something.
I guess my advice to all the future musicians and artists out there would be um, don't rush to like create something or be something or try to jump into something that's going on right now. Like, take your time, find your vibe, figure out who you are as an artist, and figure out how you want to present yourself as an artist. And give us give the consumer something different and something new. Don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to show your growth. Not everybody's a rapper. Not everybody's a singer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Like maybe it's okay. Maybe you want to be a rock star. Maybe you want to be a reggae artist. Maybe you want to. I'm just there to open up people's minds and let them know, like, give it, try anything, find yourself, and who knows, you being that type of artist might inspire the next generation to keep this thing going. So that's the type of artist that I want to be. I want to be that type of artist that inspires people, and like I don't hold myself in a box. So I'm just enjoying life and enjoying music.
True. True. So let's say if you were to speak to your old self,
Mm.
back in the day, and you can give yourself the best advice of how to do a shortcut of what you've learned in life. What would you have told yourself? Because you already know yourself, you went through this path. What would you have told yourself to become a better outcome of what you could have say as like time wise? What would you have told yourself as a shortcut? What would you have done better?
I think the only thing I would have told myself is just focus. I would have told myself to focus more at an earlier age. Just focus and go for it, and just don't have reservations about anything. Just go ahead and do it, and
Hmm.
let it play out. Um, yeah, I,
Don't let people like distract you, get in your
basically,
way. You gotta
yeah.
stay focused.
Got to stay focused. You got to believe in your dream. Like
Hmm.
your dream is your dream. Not everyone shares the same dream.
True.
We're all not here to have the same dream. We're all here to have different dreams. So
True.
of course it's going to be you believing in your own thing, and that's how it's supposed to be. If other people's join, that's cool. If they don't, who needs them? It's your
Right.
dream.
Yeah.
So
True.
I would just say focus, man. Just stay focused. That's
True.
all.
True, true, true. So okay, so what I want to do now is there. For the people that are on, does anybody out there maybe? Because I mean, like I just I ask questions as I come across. But do you have any questions that you have that maybe would inspire you at this moment? Maybe like you need some type of inspiration at this very moment. We all do. Or maybe you know a friend that needs some type of words of advice. This is a cool moment to ask somebody out there who's out there doing this. Like, he's making music. Like, how many of us know how to make music? Because I have no idea. Like, it is the coolest thing. All I know is this. From seeing from a point of view of mine, you guys take a lot of time. Like, you create the music, you make the beats, you find the beats or something like that. Uh, and then like you have to put it together, and then there's so much more to it, like editing. Uh, then you gotta have special like sounds for like the recording process. I remember the last time you told me in the interview. The things that you had to purchase in the beginning and things like that, and the different upgrades you have as time goes by. And like this is definitely a dream that you invest in yourself. I think you said that in the beginning, where you definitely have to invest in yourself, not only in time, but in things that you want. And this is you can go anywhere in music, and that's what I love about music. Um, and I think that um, definitely, if anybody has any questions, this is like the moment to ask. If anybody has anything that, I would definitely want to like try to get people involved in asking, because I think that this is inspirational for myself, for my
Okay.
kids. My kids are going to watch this one day. And then that's all I care really, is all, the people that want to be inspired. Definitely. So can you play
And
us?
that's the thing too.
Uh-huh.
That's the beautiful thing that you're into, like inspiring people, and I really really appreciate that. And I wish there were more people out there that really was into actually inspiring people.
True,
And like,
true.
you know, I just think it's really dope that you took the time to listen to my music and checked out my catalog, and you really appreciate it for what it is. And we're
Yeah.
still here doing this, so
Do
love
you,
it.
I remember when I first heard your music, I was actually at the park and I was hanging out with my kids, and the music was playing. And YouTube has this thing where like it plays commercials and stuff. So it was actually a commercial that had played or something. I don't know how it came on, but it was on, and somebody else came up to me and he was like, "Oh," and I looked it up, and then it was you, and I reached out to you, and it was pretty dope in my eyes that you're like, you know, you went all on the interview the first time, and I think that everything happens for a reason. I definitely do, and I think that that inspired me in many different ways, and then COVID has inspired you, has inspired me. And I think that, you know, you can always take a bad and always flip it for a good. So
You can.
definitely, you know. I do want to know, like you said, you had a remix. Do you have any parts of it done for us to listen to it?
Actually, I'm still working on it, so I'm still messing with it in the studio, whatever. I was
True.
contemplating of trying to send you something, but it's
True.
not quite there. But it's just
Okay.
a couple of different variations of the song. I think what I like about the remix is the fact that each little
True.
transition, each beat kind of brings out a different emotion of the song. So I think
True.
that's going to be cool when people check it out.
So, okay, I have a question. So, how long does it typically take to like create a song? Like, how long is the process?
It depends. Sometimes you can write and pen a song in 15 minutes. Um, sometimes it'll take you like a day to write a song, and then it might take you, depends on how your flow is. The longest it took me to actually make a song, mix it, and all that good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it probably took me like a week to really
Oh wow.
mix one song.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay.
but when you're on
True.
a roll, it can happen pretty fast when you're on a roll. So I'm learning different techniques. I'm learning how to mix as I go, record and mix at the same time. I'm learning how to make sure all my presets are good. So I'm learning more and more different techniques to help my speed up my process a little bit more. But
True.
definitely, technology
So,
keeps
so
moving.
when you say you're learning, like, do you learn from somebody or do you learn on your own? Like, how you learn on your own?
It's a combination of both. I got friends that are like that do music too, so we all hit touch bases and talk, and be like, "Man, did you try this? Or have you downloaded this software yet, or did that?" So it's kind of cool. Right now,
True.
me and one of my old school childhood friends, we're doing um, a small business together. Where we're going to be like songwriters, so we want to write and produce for artists. So if there are any artists that might see this or listening, if you want any cool songs, hit me up because we definitely pinning that thing right there.
True.
So I've
True.
got that in the making.
And the cool thing is nowadays, like, you can do everything like virtually, like literally. You don't even have to like fly out anywhere anymore. Like, you can do everything like online.
That is so crazy, but yeah, it's very true. You can. You don't
Hmm.
really need to be in LA to do LA things. Definitely don't
Yeah.
need to be in New York to do New York things. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah.
is
So I'm just
definitely.
networking. I'm definitely looking forward to coming out there though.
True, true, true. Well, whenever you're ready, we have a spot for you to perform live on stage. So definitely that would be cool. So I'm gonna say this, you guys. This is a show that would be played back on YouTube. So for anybody out there who wants to pass this to anybody, to to inspire them
Hi,
or
I'm Lewis.
say hi, Lewis. This is.
What
I
up,
think you
Lewis?
probably met Lewis the last time. I think he did that in the video too.
Cool.
I think he did the same thing. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I remember actually. Um, but yeah, we're gonna. Okay, so we're gonna close up the video here. But we're gonna promote
I
this
see
on.
myself over. Here.
Yeah, no, I did
On the
that.
camera.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That mommy put.
Okay, so I definitely this is somebody that's going to be listening to all of this playback. This is why I'm creating this. Is the point of everybody should have Facebook. Everybody has Instagram. Everybody has TikTok.
Mommy, it looks like
So
I'm
you know,
hitting
follow us on
Mommy,
all
It
platforms.
looks like I'm hitting
Yeah,
you.
stop it. He's on TikTok, he's on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, follow him there. Follow me for more, you know, motivation. I be playing his songs all the time, so definitely, you know, get on my, you know, the playlist and check out the artist. This is you know, the best artist out there. His name is JJ. So make sure you go follow him. But I hope you guys have a great night. JJ, do you want to say anything?
I just want to say thank you once again for having me on. It's cool hanging out with you guys and like doing this whole thing
Look at my
again.
teeth.
Oh my God, I see. So thank you very much, and I appreciate
Look
it.
at
And
this teeth.
keep
It's
keep
silver.
listening. I see there's a little silver one. You got a little cap tooth and everything. Okay, okay.
He's got like no teeth. Thank God that your teeth do grow because or else that would be your teeth.
But yeah, man, I appreciate that.
This one never grows.
It'll grow in one day.
I hope it does.
He said, "I hope it does." All right.
Oh
Well,
man,
okay. So thank you for coming on, JJ.
thank you for having me.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
All right. Well, have a good night.
Bye.